It is not 100% clear about what's being moved or who's moving it, but there was a moving van at the home of Les Moonves in California. Ruth Brown's opening line in her story reads like this. Maybe Julie Chen has finally decided she'd like a little less Moonves too. A day after Donald Trump posted about the unappreciated great job that his team did after the hurricane in Puerto Rico. A tip comes to reporters. Hey, check out the pallets of bottled water under blue tarps in Puerto Rico, near an airport. Millions, maybe tens of millions of bottles of water were delivered to the island after the hurricane, but never distributed. Great two-page listing here of statistics from a new book being published by Brooklyn Social Science Research Council. Among the interesting numbers, the average life expectancy of a child born in the city today is a little over 82 years. 68% of New Yorkers rent their homes rather than own them. The string quartet Well Strung plays at Joe's Pub tonight in the post-real estate section. We learn more about the group. They perform together and live together in a 4-bedroom apartment in Astoria. Back to school story on the front page of the Daily News this morning. As of last Friday, the third day of the school year, city education officials received nearly 53,000 complaints about late yellow buses or buses that didn't show up at all. The most complaints came from Queens. The Feast of San Gennaro starts today. So the paper has a rundown of all the spots that you would have to hit while you're in Little Italy. Of course, there's the cannoli eating contest tomorrow. Just days after the sudden departure of Les Moonves, another big name at CBS has resigned amid sexual misconduct claims. But 60 Minutes executive producer Jeff Fager was pushed out for another only somewhat related reason. When one of the network's own reporters asked him for comment on Sunday, he texted back, "There are people who lost their jobs trying to harm me." The Daily News editorial board has a refresher this morning on its picks for the primaries. They also suggest that you take your kids with you.
Okay, it's September 13th, 9:48 a.m. This is New York 1. My name is, well, this goes on YouTube, so I don't want it to be too public, but this is the 6th floor of the Times Square Hotel, 255 West 43rd Street. The 6th floor of 255 West 43rd Street. These are the twin smokestacks belonging to, operated by John's Pizzeria, and their entrance is 260 West 44th Street. I'm going to call up 311 in a few minutes and put in a complaint number, but I haven't done this for a few months because of the hot weather, and it would just be, degrees, 90, 100 degrees, it just was too hot to open up the windows and let all that pollution in here. We're still, who I'm working together with on this project, Gary Roth and 303, we're just in a state of shock that both of us put in 311 complaints, and online we checked the status and it says the DEP did not observe a violation. Okay, DEP, listen very carefully. We're going to put in a complaint. This is you see what time this happens. This is all on YouTube. You can check my YouTube and see what times it comes. They come frequently. It's very hazardous for my health even to open these windows and breathe in this air. I'm probably going to die of throat cancer. My throat always hurts anyway. So, okay, I need to do something. I need to do a time date stamp through the camera itself. Okay, so this is September 13th, 2018. September 13th, 2018. It's looking out of the 6th floor of the 255 West 43rd Street in Manhattan. This is direction north, slightly west, 30 degrees, about 30 degrees. It's about 30-40 feet away. And we're looking at the twin smokestacks operated by John's Pizzeria.
Expect mostly cloudy skies and a high of 76 degrees tomorrow. The weekend looks great with a mix of sun and clouds. Temperatures could reach 80 degrees. As we continue to track Florence, there will be increasing clouds on Monday with a chance of rain Tuesday and Wednesday. After months of hearing from candidates, voters finally head to the polls to lock in their decisions today. The polls opened at 6 this morning, and 3 statewide races are getting the most.
Okay, I have to shut these windows. I'm in the middle of doing laundry, but this gives you an idea what's going on.